Hi, I'm the practice owner for Wisdom Within Counseling in Niantic, Connecticut. My name is Katie Ziskind. We work a lot with anxious children, depressed teenagers, and distant young adults who are struggling with finding healthy relationships and creating meaningful connections. If you want to read more about our counseling services, our yoga, and our holistic therapy twist that's unique and different than just traditional talk counseling, you can do so at wisdomwithinct.com. So I love this topic, food and mood, nutrition, and your gut-brain connection. So if you're taking antidepressants, they won't work if your gut lining is off. So when we look at gut lining, we're thinking about probiotics and prebiotics. So what the heck is a prebiotic? All we hear about are probiotics. Prebiotics are your soluble fiber. So oatmeal, steel-cut oats, not those quick oats that you pour hot water into and you just stir them and they have sugar and fake apples. We're looking at oats that take a good 20 minutes to cook. Your quinoa, your apple skins, that crunchy broccoli, the fiber of the celery. All of that is what's called a prebiotic. And that's very important for any probiotics to work. Now, what are probiotics? They are fermented. So in our American culture, we have very processed food, which decreases the gut flora. And probiotics are really healthy bacteria that help you boost your immune system, that have good bowel movements, help you have, of course, absorb that serotonin. So serotonin is a feel-good chemical. It's your happy chemical, along with dopamine. And serotonin is absorbed through your gut lining. So if your gut lining is off, that balance between probiotics and prebiotics, you won't be feeling good. You'll feel depressed, tired, lethargic. You might have body pain, mood instability, crying every day. And all of these are symptoms. So if you take a medication, to sleep better, you're not actually treating the source. You're only treating the symptom of the discomfort. And you're not actually treating the root of the imbalance, which would be nutrition and food. So one quick tip that you can do today is when you look for a carbohydrate. So carbohydrates are fuel. There's so many diets these days that are low carb, but that's not actually very healthy for the average person. If you work with a registered dietitian and you're trying to naturally cure yourself of type 2 diabetes, you may do something low carb for a short-term period. However, if you're athletic, there is no reason for you to be eliminating carbohydrates. Healthy whole grains are important. Quinoa, farro, freekeh wheat berries that you cook for an hour on the stove, those steel-cut oats, those old-fashioned oats are all great sources of whole grains. Millet is an awesome one as well. You can find these at Ocean State Job Lot or online at Amazon. Also, Fiddleheads in New London has a great bulk section where you can get your own whole grains to cook them. So when you look for a whole grain, you want 3 grams of fiber per serving. If you see white bread, if you see pizza dough, it says 2 grams, 1 gram of fiber per serving. Skip over that product. You want 3 grams. So Raisin Bran cereal is a great one. Mini wheat cereal. Yeah, they're going to have extra sugar. They're going to be more processed. But that's a good start if you're on Fruit Loops right now. So 3 grams of fiber per serving, you're going to be full longer. That fiber gives you long-lasting, sustainable energy, and it's a prebiotic, meaning your probiotics will then have cultures from which to thrive, so your brain can actually make and absorb the serotonin and dopamine to help you feel good, to help you feel, really energized, rather than grabbing for sugar and having that sugar crash and having binge eating issues where you eat a very large meal at the end of your day and then skip breakfast and just live on coffee for 10 hours. That's not a very sustainable pattern. So another quick tip is that the meal that you eat for lunch today, the balanced meal has some avocado, some quinoa, pumpkin seeds, maybe some fresh apples, some protein, some edamame, beans, if you want some organic grass-fed beef from your local farm in Old Lyme. These are all a great meal. And you can eat this when you're 95 years old for lunch. The meal you eat today, if it's sustainable, you'll be able to think about eating that when you're 95 years old. That's what sustainability is. If you're on some fad diet drinking powders for lunch, that's not sustainable. And that's also actually increasing your inner critic, which is a self-sabotaging part that's only going to cause more negative thoughts for yourself. So here at Wisdom Within Counseling, we can help you with nutrition, food, and mood. when you go on a diet and it's only physical based, so say you have had a lat band surgery, your doctor's only treating the physical component of who you are, and that actually sabotages your growth and your development as a person. What we do at Wisdom Within Counseling is we look at your whole self, mind, body, and spirit. And we teach you self-awareness techniques to understand what food works for you, rather than having to always rely on the next study that's coming out. Eggs are good, eggs are bad, butter's good, butter's bad. There's nothing good or bad. It's all about what works for your body, your metabolism, your unique needs, physically as well as emotionally. Because as you know, if you go on a diet, and there's no therapist involved on your team, there are emotions that come up because emotions are deeply tied to food. Trauma is deeply tied to food. We use food for feeling good, for celebrating, as well as when we feel sad, upset and lonely. So it's very, very important that you have a trained mental health professional therapist working with you when you look at nutrition, which is what we do here at Wisdom Within Counseling in Niantic, Connecticut. Our team of therapists looks at your whole self, mind, body, and spirit. And we help you tackle your goals from losing weight, but also from how can you increase positive coping skills in this life transition? Or how can we help you be your best self to create a life where you feel confident, where you belong, where you have self-acceptance so that you can thrive at your job and playing on the floor with your grandkids and have good energy rather than feeling tired and depressed and want to take naps all day. If you're looking to get started in holistic counseling, we only have a few spaces available. And I'm full, Courtney's full, and we have 2 new therapists joining us next month. Call or text to get started, 860-451-9364. If you want to read more parenting articles or blog articles about these topics, you can do so at wisdomwithinct.com. I'm Katie Ziskind, the practice owner of Wisdom Within Counseling in Niantic, Connecticut, where we help holistically through creative, art, yoga, music, and outdoor walking sessions to teach self-confidence and positive coping skills for anxious children, depressed teenagers, and distant young adults who are struggling finding those healthy relationships, all from that relationship with themselves. Call or text 860-451-9364 to get information and get scheduled with a phone consultation, or you can read more about what we do, our therapists, our team, how we are unique and different, and why that is so important for full, complete, high-quality treatment in terms of mental health, mind, body, and spirit at wisdomwithinct.com. Have a great day.